They say the gods once walked here, that the sea carved its masterpiece and fire gave it soul. This isn't just an island. This is Santorini, a dream sculpted by volcanoes, shaped by myth, and bathed in light. But behind the beauty, there's a story few ever hear. A story of eruption, rebirth, survival, and an unshakable spirit. Welcome to one of the most breathtaking places on Earth, where time doesn't just pass, it echoes. 3,600 years ago, an unimaginable force changed this land forever. A volcanic eruption so massive, it was heard across continents. The island, once whole and circular, called Stronglil, the round one, was torn apart in an instant. The sea rushed in, land collapsed. What remained was a broken ring of islands, cradling a dark, mysterious heart, the caldera. This wasn't just a natural disaster, it was a civilizational reset. Some believe this was the very event that inspired the myth of Atlantis, the great city lost beneath the waves. Buried under layers of ash and pumice was a thriving Minoan settlement, a city with streets, homes, art, and culture. It was not destroyed by war, but frozen by nature, preserved like a whisper from the past. What the eruption tried to erase, time remembered. And from that destruction came beauty. Charred cliffs that now cradle sun-washed villages, fields of volcanic soil that now grow vines, black beaches that now draw wanderers from around the world. Santorini was not just reshaped by fire, it was reborn. A reminder that even in the heart of chaos, something extraordinary can emerge. This is where Earth's fury met human resilience and created a legend that still lives today. Legends and legacy. Long before Santorini dazzled travelers with sunsets and whitewashed villas, it held a different kind of treasure. Hidden beneath ash, untouched by time. Buried deep under volcanic rock, archaeologists made one of the most astonishing discoveries in the Aegean. A lost city, known today as Akrotiri. What they found wasn't ruins, it was a civilization paused. Entire neighborhoods preserved. Streets paved with stone, multi-story homes, intricate plumbing systems, and frescoes still vibrant, telling stories of life, culture, and nature from over 3,000 years ago. This wasn't a primitive village. It was a place of art, intelligence, and ambition. A center of trade connected to the great powers of the Bronze Age, Egypt, Crete, and beyond. Akrotiri was not destroyed in the eruption. There are no signs of panic, no human remains. It seems the people saw the signs and left in time. What nature tried to bury, time decided to protect. Historians call it the Pompeii of the Aegean, but in many ways, it's more mysterious. Because Akrotiri vanished, not in chaos, but in silence. And then there are the legends. Some believe this was once the inspiration for Atlantis, the advanced island civilization lost to the sea, as described by Plato. Others speak of gods and goddesses walking these lands, of Poseidon shaking the earth, of sailors steering clear of its black cliffs, fearing what the sea might swallow next. Myth and memory blur here. Akrotiri is more than a ruin. It's a bridge between fact and legend, between what we know and what we only feel when we walk through its quiet, dusty corridors. It's a legacy carved, not in stone, but in ashes and awe. The Island of Light. There are places on this earth where the light feels different. Warmer, softer, somehow alive. Santorini is one of them. As the sun rises, it spills gold across whitewashed walls, painting the island in shades of honey and pearl. By day, the sky becomes a canvas of impossible blues, reflecting off the Aegean Sea, dancing between rooftops and domes. And by night, it glows, not from streetlights, but from soul. This island is more than a destination, it's a feeling. In the cliffside village of Oia, crowds gather every evening, not for a show, not for a speech, but for the sunset. And as it sinks into the sea, silence falls. Because for a few sacred minutes, nothing else matters. It's a ritual, a gift, a moment shared by strangers who will never forget it. In Fira, the island's beating heart, life pulses through narrow alleyways, full of laughter, music, and the smell of grilled octopus and fresh lemon. Shops and cafes cling to the cliffs, defying gravity and time. And across the island, In quiet corners and volcanic soil, you'll find the roots of something rare, Santorini wine. Born from black earth and beaten by wind, vines here grow low, hugging the ground in coiled circles, an ancient technique that protects them from the harsh climate. The result? Wines with a taste that's earthy, salty, sun-drenched. A literal taste of the island. Even the beaches defy expectation. Forget soft white sand. Here you'll find black, red, and deep gray shores, shaped by lava and time. And beyond the cliffs, the water. Endless, endless water. Fishermen still rise with the dawn. Sailboats drift like feathers over the caldera. And luxury yachts glide past the volcano's shadow, a symbol of how Santorini balances humble tradition and modern elegance. In every corner, in every stone, this island breathes light. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place to remember who you are, or to discover who you were always meant to be. Why people keep coming back. Some places leave a memory, but Santorini leaves a mark, deep, permanent, unshakable. It doesn't just live in your photos, it lives in your senses. The sharp scent of sea salt carried on a warm breeze, the sound of church bells echoing over blue domes, the way light spills down white walls like liquid gold, and that first moment when you see the caldera with your own eyes and realize the world is more magical than you were ever told. This island doesn't ask you to rush, it teaches you to breathe. You'll feel it in the stillness between waves, in the laughter of strangers who feel like friends, in the smile of a fisherman who offers you bread and stories. It's where lovers fall deeper, artists awaken, families reconnect, the broken begin to heal, and the lost find something worth believing in again. Some return every summer, others return just once, but never really leave, because Santorini isn't just a place you visit, it's a truth you feel. It doesn't scream for your attention. It whispers something ancient, something you've been missing. It's a mirror, a sanctuary, a reminder of beauty in its purest, most powerful form. And when you finally leave, you don't just take pictures. You take a piece of the island with you, in your eyes, in your heart, in your story. A timeless inn. Some say Santorini is a postcard, but it's more than that. It's a living legend, born from fire, drenched in light, wrapped in myth. Here, time doesn't just pass, it echoes. So if your soul ever aches for beauty, for meaning, for something more, follow the sound of the waves, follow the light, and let Santorini whisper to you what the world forgot, that magic still exists. If this story moved you, follow us for more untold journeys. Share this video with someone who needs to dream again. And remember, sometimes all it takes is one place to change everything.